to AutoCode 2018. I'm here with Markus from Mercedes-Benz. Hi Markus, thanks for your time doing this interview. Could you please just introduce yourself and give us a bit of information about your professional background?
My name is Markus Hammori. I'm responsible at Mercedes-Benz for all instrument cluster software for all cars worldwide. And I came to the company in 2003, started working on modifying our processes for software development, and moved on in 2012 to infotainment and driver information systems. Did advanced engineering for some of our devices, and now was responsible for introducing into A-class our instrument clusters and the entry infotainment system.
In your opinion, how far adapted are companies from the automotive industry with DevOps, and where would you say the challenge lies when wanting to use it?
Actually, I think it's quite heterogeneous if you look at the backend systems and the embedded systems. So for backend, it's, I guess, well established. It's more along the lines of increasing the frequency of delivery and the quality. For embedded, it's really, we are one step further away. Once more, I would differentiate between development and actual delivering to the customer. So for development, I think we are still lacking some steps of automation to do it on system level. On component level, we've gone quite some way. But on a system level, vehicle level, there's still lots of stuff to be done in terms of automation. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the customer, biggest gap, I would say, at this time is the level of qualification we need to make for systems that are safety relevant. We need car tests, they take time, and that's kind of against what we want to reach with DevOps of delivering quickly to the customer.
So what are the main benefits Mercedes-Benz have seen through continuous delivery so far?
For my domain, actually we've seen it during the development of the A-Class, that in that development cycle we got feedback much more quicker. We could also warn the supplier to give him heads up for critical defects way earlier, and also, of course, we're able to get the car working quicker when we messed something up. And for backend, I think quite a nice example is what our colleagues achieved with the Hey Mercedes speech recognition. Actually, it's changing all the time. It's learning all the time. Also, the nice jokes that everybody tries to do with Alexa and Hey Mercedes. So I think they did a pretty good job on that.
And what is the state of DevSecOps at Mercedes-Benz?
At this stage, we've not really implemented it as an ongoing process on DevOps level. We have one functional owner for security, and he is embedded in the team. But looking at the future, where we are driving towards owning the software more for ourselves and developing it by ourselves, this will definitely be something that we implement.
So tomorrow you'll be leading a CI/CD World Cafe based on best practices for sustainable DevOps. What do you think the outcomes will be from your session?
Yeah, I'm curious, to be honest. One thing that I'm really curious to see is, since it's a broad spectrum of people here, if the backend people have ideas on how to tackle that for embedded. Also, it will be interesting if we can get some agreement on what level of release frequency makes sense and is actually sustainable. That's kind of the core question. Finally, I expect to see, to be honest, after the first talks I have, that we get an understanding of the roadblocks in terms of automation. There was a brilliant talk just up ahead from Volvo to that end, which I really liked. And I think that will really be, we'll see nice results from that.
And what are your impressions of the event so far?
I really like it. It's very well organized, some fresh new ideas on how to get communication up and running. Also, the World Cafes tomorrow are something new to me. Curious to see how that works out. Mm-hmm. People across the whole spectrum, from Tier 2 suppliers over Tier 1 to OEM to tool providers. So I really like it. Curious to see what the next days bring us.
What outcomes and benefits are you hoping to gain from the exchange over the next few days with your peers?
Some I think we already covered, and apart from that, some new ideas also to find blank spots on kind of where we didn't look at, and maybe some interesting partners. Let's see.
Well, enjoy the rest of the event, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.